getting prepared for rain, so it's Oregon.
We decided we would just go for it anyway, and I see there's a little blue sky, so it worked out just fine.
There were some showers to go with the flowers at today's Grand Floral Parade, but that didn't dampen today's fun. We'll have some of the best moments for the crowds. Plus, thieves strike a local charter school, taking off with more than $2,000 raised through students' hard work. How they're hoping you will help them bounce back. And could Oregon Duck star Dylan Brooks be headed to the Blazers? We'll get a look at his workout with the team before the NBA draft.
This is KGW News at 5.
We're going to begin with the Rose City's annual flagship event. The 2017 Portland Rose Festival comes to a close this weekend. After no surprise, another huge showing. KGW's Maggie Vespa is live at the waterfront tonight, where the crowds are packing it in. Again, Maggie, it is easily Portland's biggest outdoor event.
Yeah, Nina, it is. And I know we just showed a little bit of video, and we're going to show some more here coming up of the Grand Floral Parade this morning. But I'll go ahead and give you kind of a spoiler alert. These are some of the floats that were in the parade this morning, now parked here along the waterfront. A lot of people checking them out. It's been estimated in years past that well over 1 million turn out for the combination of 80 or so events that take place throughout the week. And organizers say this year is no disappointment. And obviously, people had plenty to do today. City Fair, per usual, had rides, games, delicious food, and of course the naval ships docked along the waterfront are always a huge draw. Those are fascinating. A lot of people stopping our servicemen and women to say thank you. You'll see them walking around. And then the floats from this morning's parade once again parked down the waterfront so you can see them up close. We asked people, given all of that, what their favorite part was.
I actually went to an arcade, and just that the fact that I could walk down here by the water and see like all the boats and the people.
Probably the cash climb.
The cash climb? What's the cash climb?
Well, it's a big rock wall and there's $100 at the top.
Did you get $100 today?
Probably the slingshot.
Did you get sick?
Yeah.
Did you throw up?
Almost.
Fair enough. You kept it in. You kept it in. Very nice. Yeah, he's a champion. That'll make you want to come down here. Okay, so for fun fact, the very first Rose Festival started in 1907, so this is well over a century old. And if you still want to come down here again, after tonight, you have 1 day left. Tickets for anyone over the age of 7 are $8, and it's open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. tonight, and then again tomorrow. Nina, it's a lot of fun down here, but again, just 1 day left, so they got to come down soon. Back to you.
Not even a $100 bill could get me on that slingshot. I know it's not related, but boy, that thing looks scary. All right, Maggie, thank you so much. The biggest Rose Festival event marched through Portland today and dodged raindrops while they went. The Grand Floral Parade is more than a century-old tradition of beautiful floats decorated with flowers, along with mascots, marching bands, and one woman we met who has a whole lot of history with this event.
And they put me right in the very front to make sure I was seen. My family was just overwhelmed with pride.
That was Norma Satterley. She was one of the Rose Princesses in 1938. Well, yes, it rained today, but the music and flowers just kind of seemed to thrive. They are painstakingly decorated, all of those floats, with millions and millions of flowers. That is the Grand Marshal, the 1977 champion Trailblazers team. We're going to have more from the Grand Floral Parade coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Well, some clouds and some blue sky visible from the Rose City Skycam. Even tonight, that blue sky trying to break through, though, more. Brian Brennan joins us now. And Brian, is there more in store for us, though, this weekend?
Yeah, I think that was a good way of putting it. We have more blue sky and we have more showers as well. Our vision from the Wells Fargo sky camera shows some showers there in the background and cloudier, even though the Rose City sky cam was showing some blue skies. You can see there are several showers around for our region, especially in the western valleys. And south of Salem, you might notice a lightning strike. There are definitely some thunderstorms going on in central and eastern Oregon, and that will continue. So I think there are some more showers in store for us this evening, but as that system pushes on to the east, it's leaving some clear skies at Cannon Beach at least, and a lot of the coast seeing some clearing. On the very north end of the coast, you're still dealing with a few showers in Astoria. We're cool 56 degrees about in the metro area, about the same for the coast, and in the low 50s for central and eastern Oregon. If you have plans tonight, be prepared. If you're going to City Fair, there's some passing heavy showers. Again, could see a thunderstorm later. I think by midnight, though, we're about done. We're going to start seeing some dry conditions for tomorrow. It'll be partly sunny. Sunday actually starts. There will be a chance of a shower tomorrow, but it starts a drying and warming trend that lasts for a few days and gets us close to about 70 degrees. We'll talk more about that coming up in about 10 minutes. Nina.
Good deal, Brian. Thanks. We'll see you then. Kids at a Beaverton charter school raised a lot of money to help their school. Then it all got ripped off, and now they're asking for some help to make it up. KGW's Tim Gordon is live at the Arco Iris Spanish Immersion School. So, Tim, how much money did they lose?
Nina, it was $2,000 in cash. It was money they'd worked hard to raise at a carnival recently, and it was stashed inside the school office here at this church facility. The theft is really insult to injury. That's because the school was also vandalized. The charter school hit sometime Wednesday night. And when students and staff arrived Thursday morning, they found the mess, and police began investigating. Arco Iris is a 1st through 8th grade school, 300 students or so, and ranked 1st in Oregon as a primary charter school. We caught up with students and parents at a park in Tiger today. They're having an end-of-the-year picnic. Of course, charter schools get public funds, but also raise money to survive. The school is planning to move out of the church here into a new building next year. The $2,000 the kids raised, they wanted to go to something special for that new school.
Like, we put that on for the community, and then someone could just come and take it away from us. Yeah.
We've taken blows before, and we can move forward as a community, and it'd be awesome if we could get some help within our local community to help us build from this.
Yeah, if you'd like to help make up the lost money, you can donate. I put a link to do it at the story I just posted at kgw.com. Anything you can do to help this Spanish immersion school, the kids would say a big thank you. Muchas gracias, they would say. And if you have any information about how this crime happened here, again, overnight Wednesday, call Beaverton Police. Nina, back to you.
Just awful for those kids. All right, Tim, thank you. Anti-Sharia protesters were met with counter-demonstrations in cities across the country today. The Anti-Sharia Act for America organized rallies in 26 cities today, including Seattle. They were met with large numbers of counter-protesters. And in Seattle, that led to some clashes. In one case, police say a group of counter-protesters were marching when people from the anti-Sharia group started blocking and taunting them. Well, a brawl broke out, you can see, between the two sides with punches thrown. Police say 3 people were arrested. But organizers on both sides say most of the rallies around the country were pretty peaceful. That protest was originally billed to happen here in Portland, but organizers moved it to Seattle following the fatal stabbings on a MAX train 2 weeks ago. Police said the suspect, Jeremy Christian, originally targeted 2 girls, one of whom appeared to be Muslim. Tonight, local Muslim leaders are still watching those protests afar. One Harris Safar even published an op-ed in the Huffington Post arguing the movement is based on a gross misinterpretation of Sharia law. As a whole, he says it promotes peace.
You could cherry pick a verse, ignore the 10 verses around it, and make people believe that Islam is calling for violence. But for sophisticated thinkers that study the entirety of the text, we understand that that's not what Islam calls for.
There are 1.8 billion Muslims. We have survived, God willing, for over 1,500 years. If this religion was that weird and we were that bad, could we have survived?
Zafar adds the Rizwan Mosque in southwest Portland is holding open houses every Saturday this month, including tonight, to learn more about the religion. It starts at 7:30. Police say yesterday's big bomb scare at the Hollywood Transit Center was a deliberate hoax. They say 59-year-old Wilfredo Reyes planted a suspicious backpack on the MAX and then himself called 911. Police were so concerned they evacuated the transit center and shut down I-84 West along with some neighboring streets. TriMet even stopped all MAX trains and buses to do a security sweep. Reyes is facing a number of charges, including making a false report, disorderly conduct, and possession of a hoax device. He'll be in court on Monday. The man accused of killing 2 men and injuring another on that MAX train is now suspected in another crime. Portland police say Jeremy Christian is now a suspect in a stabbing from earlier this year, and that is all police will say about it right now. That stabbing happened in Old Town on January 27th outside of the very popular Voodoo Donuts location. The victim did survive. Staff at a middle school in southeast Portland are shaken up after multiple reports of racism. Thursday, officials at Hosford Middle School say they found white supremacist flyers posted nearby. Hours later, 2 white men followed a student to a bus stop, yelling the N-word and other racial slurs. The men then ran off. This is a middle school. The school says it will now place staff at the bus stops for the rest of the year. And rumors of racist activity at King Elementary School led to extra security on campus Friday. It started with social media posts saying someone had been passing out racist flyers to the kids and vandalizing the school with racist graffiti. Police and district officials came to check, but they couldn't find evidence to back up the rumors. The scare did cause the school to cancel a carnival planned for last night. Mayor Ted Wheeler is calling this spike in racially charged incidents unconscionable. He said in a statement, quote, "The troubling fact is that these incidents are part of a historic and troubling pattern in Portland and across our state. I've spoken to many people who are scared." A little boy nearly drowns hours after he left the pool.
Little boy started complaining about head pains. He would say, "Mama, head hurt. Mama, head hurt."
Up next, how the emotional story of another family's tragedy may have saved a 2-year-old's life. What every parent needs to watch for after your kids go swimming. And a big day for former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, the honor she is getting that hasn't been bestowed since Martha Washington.